Breaking from Old Trafford. INEOS are ready to go all in for one of Barcelona's biggest stars. Reports from Spain claim Manchester United are preparing an eye-watering €120 million offer to sign Raphinha in 2026, but only if they secure Champions League qualification. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is reportedly backing Ruben Amorim with another blockbuster transfer window, and this could be their most ambitious move yet. The Brazilian winger, currently shining under Hansi Flick at Barcelona, could become United's record signing, surpassing all previous transfer fees at the club. Meanwhile, over in Catalonia, Flick is desperate to keep his star man, calling Raphinha a player I've never had before, and praising his work rate and technique. But with Barcelona's financial struggles continuing, could a huge Premier League offer change their mind? Stay tuned, because we'll also talk about Barcelona's interest in Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch and Hansi Flick's big update on Gavi's injury comeback. INEOS are now reportedly prepared to spend more than £100 million to sign Raphinha from Barcelona under one circumstance at Manchester United in 2026. The Red Devils owners have not been afraid to spend big on transfer fees in the last 6 months, despite their cost-saving measures off the pitch. Sir Jim Ratcliffe continues to back Ruben Amorim, who has shown signs that he could yet turn things around at Old Trafford, and that could yet result in further much-needed reinforcements. INEOS have already seen the majority of their summer signings settle into life at Old Trafford, with Bryan Mbeumo even picking up the Premier League's Player of the Month award for October to match Amorim's Manager of the Month achievement. The former Brentford forward scored 3 goals and assisted 1 other to earn the award. After watching Mbeumo pick up the award and claiming the Manager of the Month prize himself, Amorim told reporters, "The credit is not mine, the credit is for my players. They did really well, and our goal is to win the next one because it means we win football matches." The former Sporting CP boss, more than anyone, will be well aware that there's still a long way to go, however, and INEOS must still back the Red Devils in the transfer market. On that front, those at Old Trafford have already been linked with 2026 moves for the likes of Elliot Anderson and Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic. Anderson would be a particularly impressive signing, given how he starred in a struggling Nottingham Forest side as of late, whilst Vlahovic would undoubtedly add depth to Amorim's frontline. Neither of those players would be as impressive as Raphinha though, who has scored twice against Man United throughout his career. Man United prepared to spend over £100 million on Raphinha. According to reports in Spain, INEOS are now prepared to spend €120 million, £105 million, to sign Raphinha if Man United qualify for the Champions League this season. Qualification for the competition would hand the Red Devils further financial freedom and the ability to attract stars such as the Barcelona winger. The Brazilian would instantly become Man United's record signing at £105 million, finally dethroned. Unlike the Frenchman, Raphinha may well prove to be worth every penny after becoming one of the best wingers in the world at Barcelona and finishing 5th in the 2025 Ballon d'Or. Whether a club record bid would be enough to lure Barcelona into a sale is the big question. Manager Hansi Flick should be desperate to keep hold of his winger, having told reporters last season, "He has good dynamics with the ball and he has had an extraordinary match. His offensive and defensive dynamics and his good technique are something special. I have never had a player like him and he helps us a lot." Manchester United prepared to make €120 million offer to sign Barcelona star who report. FC Barcelona have a squad brimming with talent, but most of their key stars are currently injured. Among them is last season's clutch hero, Raphinha, who has been missing for quite some time. The Brazilian, who has enjoyed a remarkable career turnaround at the club since Hansi Flick's arrival, is one of Barcelona's most important players at the moment. Under the German manager, Raphinha has established himself as a leader of this team. In his absence, Barcelona have struggled to press from the front, something Raphinha excels at. Interestingly, according to Fishages, Manchester United are willing to pull out all the stops to sign the South American next summer. The English club are prepared to table a huge offer of around €120 million to sign Raphinha from Barcelona. They hope to qualify for next season's Champions League before attempting to convince the 28-year-old. The report notes that, although parting ways with the former Leeds United man would be a massive sporting blow for Barcelona, their financial situation could make this potential transfer more likely than it appears. Despite their ongoing financial struggles, Barcelona have shown real determination in recent years when it comes to keeping their best players. Even when selling could have brought in much-needed cash, the club has consistently chosen to protect its sporting project, and that's why it seems very unlikely that Raphinha will be leaving Camp Nou anytime soon. Meanwhile, there's another big story coming out of Catalonia. Reports suggest that Barcelona are eyeing an ambitious move for Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch, who's currently enjoying a fantastic season in England. The Dutch midfielder has been one of Liverpool's standout performers, earning praise from pundits like Danny Murphy, who even called him the team's most important player this season. However, this potential transfer looks almost impossible right now. Gravenberch is thriving under Liverpool's system, well settled in the Premier League, and there are even whispers of a new contract on the horizon. On top of that, Barcelona simply don't have the financial power to tempt Liverpool into selling one of their key men. In short, while Barca's interest in Gravenberch shows their intent to strengthen the squad, the reality is that such a move is far from feasible given the club's current financial limitations. Meanwhile, Barcelona are going through financial difficulties, and it will be difficult for them to pay a substantial amount of money for the Netherlands international. Liverpool are unlikely to let him leave for cheap. It would take an absurd amount of money for the Spanish outfit to convince the Premier League champions. It seems highly unlikely that Barcelona will be able to get the deal across the line. There is no doubt that 23-year-old is a quality player who is capable of playing for the biggest clubs in the world, and he would help Barcelona improve. But the deal is simply out of their reach financially right now. I'll be delighted. Hansi Flick cannot wait for 21-year-old Barcelona midfielder to return from injury. FC Barcelona's tryst with injuries this season has been well documented. Among the many players missing out on action is Gavi. The Spanish midfielder has endured a torrid couple of years with injuries. He returned from ACL surgery midway through last season, and it took some time for Flick to start giving him regular minutes. Gavi then had an excellent preseason ahead of 2025/26, and just when everyone expected him to kick on, he had to undergo another surgery that will keep him out until February 2026. Ahead of the Celta Vigo game, Flick was asked about the 21-year-old and made no effort to hide his admiration for the player. As quoted by Mundo Deportivo, he said, "It's always good to talk about how he helps us. He's important. His character, his mentality are outstanding. I'll be delighted when he returns. We just have to wait." A fully fit and informed Gavi is one of the most infectious players to have on a football pitch. His sheer passion for the game rubs off on his teammates, much like Raphinha. Technically, too, the Spaniard is underrated. In Barcelona's current situation with Pedri out injured, having a fully fit Gavi would have been game-changing for Hansi Flick, but that is not the case. Fans cannot wait for the 21-year-old to be back, playing with a smile. Let us wait and see how long it takes before we see him on the pitch in a Barcelona shirt again. What do you think, United fans? Should INEOS really splash over £100 million on Raphinha? Would he be the final piece of Amorim's attacking puzzle at Old Trafford? Or should Barcelona fight to keep their superstar at all costs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates on Manchester United and Barcelona transfer news.